So welcome back. We're at the lake today. We're at the garage, and today we're gonna do an install on the Tremor, the 402 Tremor. The F-150s folks sent over a Paladin MKII light bar, 42-inch for the front. There it is. Comes with the brackets, which we're gonna go through, the various wiring harnesses. It comes with a switch, which we're not going to use because we have the Tremor with the upfitter package, so we're going to put that aside for now. We have the other harness for the, so it's got the black back glow, and then it's got the white, so we're going to have two switches wired up. It does come with a second switch. Toss that aside for now. And then the appropriate screws, nuts, and hardware. And then the big wiring harness that has the relay, the fuse connection, and the battery connection on it. I'm going to go ahead and unwrap this thing. It looks amazing. Very futuristic construction compared to the Amazon special we have on the side-by-side. So let's unwrap this thing. It's got like a powdered black coating on it, and it feels durable and robust. So that's the back, top, front, bottom, and it's got the branding Paladin on it right there. Paladin. All right. I just want to see what bolts we're going to use. So this is the Tremor 402, and it's got the Raptor 37 modular bumper on it. So it comes with these accessory bolts on it. So now that I have this mocked on here very loosely, I'm going to see which screws and mounts I want to use. I'm going to pick those other ones because I think that's my only option. I guess I could do it on the front like this, but I'm not going to do that. So we're going to choose the top right here. So I'm going to go ahead and remove these two bolts. And we need to note that it's a Torx Plus, and I had to buy some tools for that. So I bought some Torx Plus a Torx Plus, this is an impact set, and this is a TP40. So now what we got to do is take the brackets off, we'll mount them to the bumper, and then secure it. Okay, with the two mounts on, we're going to now take the bar itself and test fit it. Okay. So it looks pretty good. So now we're going to take the screws on both ends and tighten them down and attach the bar appropriately. So now that the brackets are where they need to be, I'm going to tighten them down with my ratchet. Like so. Okay, so now that the two brackets are on and tightened down, we're just going to put the bar back on the brackets ever so carefully. It's pretty flush mounted, so there's not a lot of room to play. So one of the beauties of this kit is it comes with the Allen key required to tighten down the bolts. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm not going to go all the way down until the wiring is done. I'm going to try and hide the wiring nicely in behind the bumper here. And up into the grill, and we're going to start on that next. Okay, so to run the wiring into the hood compartment, I'm just going to go through the grill. I was hoping to go here, but obviously this is too big. So I'm going to snake it up here, and I guess the good thing about a Tremor grill is I can get my hands in here. And then I'm going to come out by the hood latch up top. And then we're going to wire to obviously the battery, and then the wires for the upfitter switches are right here. I'm going to put the color codes that I'm going to use. My Amazon ditch lights are run on switch number 1, so I think I'm going to put the bright bar on switch number 2, and then I'll put the yellow probably on number 6. Okay, so I got the main harness out. This will connect to the lights. You can see there's only one way to go. This has to connect to the battery. You have a fuse on it. Obviously red goes to positive, black to negative. You got your relay. And then the other two ends are going to go to the upfitter switches, which I'll show you a little bit. So in behind your battery, you have your auxiliary wires. And as you can see, I've already hooked my pod lights up to it. So now I'm looking for green and brown. And that's this one here. So we're going to go ahead and put the white lights on that. Okay, so I have my two switches, upfitter switches wired up. Now we have all this excess wire. So what I'm going to do is clean that all up, and we're going to tuck it down in here. In behind the battery, there's a nice empty void using the zip strips provided by F-150's LED.com. All right, so we're just going to pry up these couple little tabs. We're going to hide the wire underneath here. Just using a trim tool. You don't have to do it, I just want to do it. Okay, so I tucked the wiring down in behind the battery. Here's the two connections for the auxiliary switches. I'm going to keep them tucked down in behind there. They're away from the fan or any real heat. Then the wiring is then underneath this valance, whatever we're going to call it, through the hole in front of the shutters, and then it's going to come down, and I'm going to use a zip tie provided in the kit right here, and the wire is going to be tucked in behind, and then we just have to tighten it down in the direction that we want it. Get it nice and clean out of the way. And that's it. I'm going to cut that zip strip tail and we're good to go. Okay, we aimed it where we believe we want it. Everything's tightened down, wiring's in, hidden under this shroud. And the bulk that's not necessary for us is tucked in under here, hooked to the battery and the upfitter switches. So that's a complete installation. We're gonna take it out and try it out, likely tonight. And yeah, it's minus 20 degrees Celsius here. Not sure what that is in Fahrenheit. It's damn cold. You're gonna see this thing go through a lot of cold temperatures and car washes and stuff, so we're gonna have some real information on how well it works or doesn't work for you coming up. Okay, the tools we used was a 10 millimeter socket for the negative side on the battery, 11 for the positive side on the battery, a Torx Plus 40, not a Torx 40, it's a Torx Plus, and that was for the bumper bolts, the ratchets, and the Allen key provided in the kit. We have some stuff we're not going to use, but these are the tools you're going to need to perform this. I also use butt connectors to use my toggle switches, and some electrical tape and crimping tools. So this is regular light beam, and then this is the high beam, and then this is the light bar, which makes a huge difference. And then we can put the ditch lights on, which light up the ditch. But that's the light bar versus the high beams. Significant difference.